Hello viewers, welcome to our interesting session on robotics. When I was a kid, I used to wonder how a remote control car worked. Just by pressing one button on the remote control, my car is going forward or back. So today we are going to create our own robo car. Robo car is being used in various applications from entertainment to industrial use. Let us start the making of our robo car. So here are the components that we will be using to make a robo car. A remote control, power distribution system, two small C, two medium plates. We have some nut and bolts. There is a caster wheel as well, screwdriver, a wrench, two DC motors with shaft, and two wheels. So let us start the first part of the construction of our robo car, that is frame design. So for that we require two small C's and two medium plates. So the frame is the base of our vehicle. It should be strong enough to carry the components, the person on it. So this is called C because it is C in shape. Fine. We are going to take a plate and connect it over here with the help of nut and bolts. So we'll take a set of nut and bolt. This is our bolt and the smaller one is our nut. So let us bolt it at the first corner and we'll use the help of hand to screw the nut on it. So you can see this joint has been secured on the frame. Next, we need to secure another end of small plate on the small C. We need to secure the medium plate on the small C as well. So we are taking a set of nut and bolt. We are going to screw the nut on the bolt like this. As you can see, this end has been secured. Now we are going to take another C and fix it over here. Remember to have the symmetry on the frame so the vehicle can move straight. Remember the symmetry on the frame so that the vehicle should move straight and it follow the perfect path. So we'll take two nut and bolts in each corner and we'll secure this connection as well. Now the last end. Now as you can see, the medium plate is being fixed on two C's. Now the next aim is to make all these connections tight enough, all these joints strong enough. So we use a wrench, hold the nut with the help of wrench and use the screwdriver to tighten these connections. Now as you can see, one plate has been perfectly secured on two C's and the connections are strong enough. Now we'll take another plate and we'll fix it over here like this. We'll take 4 nut and bolts and bolt it over each corner. can rotate it and use the hand to place the nut on the bolt. The process is very simple. As you can see. Now we are going to secure tight all these joints with the help of wrench and the screwdriver. So this method is also very simple. We just hold the nut with the help of wrench like this, as you can see, from behind, and we use the screwdriver to screw it. So guys, as you can see, the first part of our robo designing is almost completed. This is the frame design. As you can see, this is the frame of our robo car. This is the top view and this is the bottom view. The next step is to attach motors to our robo car. This is the DC motor. We will be using two DC motors. This is the shaft which is being connected on the motor, and these are the motor bolts. So we need to unscrew these motor bolts, place the motor at the position required, and then back we are going to screw these bolts back so that the motor is stable enough on the moving vehicle. So let us unscrew these bolts with the help of screwdriver. So we are going to insert the motor, the shaft of the motor, in the second row of the medium C, like this. To make the motor secure on the C, we are going to take the motor bolt and place it back inside the motor. So we are going to use the screwdriver to screw these bolts back. So as you can see, the right motor is being secured on the medium C. Now the next step, we are going to make the left motor connected on the left side of the C, and we'll use the same method. First, we unscrew this bolt with the help of the screwdriver. We'll insert the shaft in the second row in the medium C. This, and then we use the motor bolt back and screw it on the motor. As you can see, both the motors has been attached on the frame. This is the bottom view and this is the top. Now the next step, we are going to assemble the wheels on the shaft. So this is the wheel. As you can see, inserting the connecting wheels to the robot is very simple. So we just take the wheel, insert it in the shaft, and we use a special type of nut and bolt lock that is called an axial lock. So just place the axial lock on the shaft and use the screwdriver to bolt it. You can see the right wheel is being connected on the shaft. The next, we take the left wheel, insert it on the shaft first, like this. Then we take an axial lock, place it on the shaft after the wheel. Now screw, tight it with the help of screwdriver like this. Both the wheels has been assembled on the robot. This is the bottom view and this is the top view. Now the next step is to place the caster wheel. So caster wheel will be placed under the bottom of the car so that it does not drag on the surface. So this is the caster wheel. It has a rotating ball inside it that helps in the movement of the robot. So we take the caster wheel, place it over here like this. This is the bottom view, as you can see. We take a set of nut and bolt, and we tight the joint over here. You can use the help of your hand to rotate the nut on the bolt, and later to tight it we can use screwdriver. We can use one set of nut and bolt as well. First insert the bolt, then use the nut to tight the joint. We can use the screwdriver to tight the joint as well, like this. So this is the bottom view of the robot and this is the top view. Now we can see the robot is not dragging on the surface. Okay, there is enough of space, like 2 finger space between the ground and the robot. Now the last step is to connect the power distribution system on the robot. So this is the power distribution system that you can see. It has spaces for 2 motors, motor 1 and motor 2, and we can have a cable connected to this end of the power distribution system. So power distribution board helps to transfer the energy from the remote control to the board and hence from the board to the motors. So first let us connect the board on the robo. We can use the space at the back of the robot over here, and with the help of nut and bolt we can secure the power distribution system on the robo car. We can use nut from the back side and tight the connection like this. As you can see, the power distribution system is strongly connected, strongly secured on the robo car. The next step is to do the testing, which is the final step of the robo car, of the mechanical assembly of the robo car. So this is the remote control that we can use to control the robot. For that we need to connect the cable first. The one end of the cable is going remote control and the another end of the cable will goes in the robo car. Now we need to give the electricity supply to the DC power jack of the remote control. We can use a 12-volt adapter connected over here, and then you can see two LEDs on the remote control that will glow up. So here is the jack from the adapter. We are going to connect it in the space provided. We can see two LED lights on the remote control turns on. The next step is to do the final testing. So with the help of these two buttons on the remote control, right and left, you can move the motor. So let us do the testing. It's going forward, it's going backward as wonderful. It can turn around in a clockwise direction as well as in the anti-clockwise direction. Great. Let me tell you some interesting facts as well. So, inspired by the children's TV show Transformer, engineers has developed a robot that became a car. A Japanese firm called Brave Robotics and an amusement park ride manufacturer, Sansi Technologies, work together on the development. The designer says it's the first time a machine of this kind has been able to carry people in a functioning vehicle. So guys, thank you so much for watching the session. I hope you liked it.